We've got our trusty website up and running here. Let's dive into some of the eerie tales it has to offer. And you can click on a state. We're going to be talking about Maryland today, which is where I'm from. And I'm going to talk about some of the haunted places that I have visited and experienced things at. First, we'll start with the least haunted and work our way up to the more haunted one at the end. We're going to go to Fallston, which has a really scary story about it, but I haven't seen a ghost there. I have gotten pictures of orbs and stuff and creepy feelings when walking around. This location is in Fallston, Maryland, and it is Bottom Road, and it's a road in a rural area in the country, and here we go, finally loaded. And each location on the website is classified like haunted, UFO, alien, some are a creature, legend, historical site, and they rate it out of 10 skulls how haunted it is. Bottom Road has 5 out of 10 skulls. Bottom Road harbors a chilling legend. It is said that if you visit this desolate stretch of road at night, you may encounter the spirit of a young girl searching for her lost doll. Witnesses claim to see the ethereal figure wandering along the side of the road, her cries filling the night air. The mystery surrounding this road remains unsolved, adding to the shivers it sends down your spine. And the website has the address and location description. The website says, down in the narrow end of Bottom Road at certain times of the night, you can see a little girl crying by the side of the road in a torn dress with blood all over her, holding a teddy bear. She looks so real that people actually stop to see what is wrong, then she disappears. The story is unclear, but it is said that she was taken into the woods and abused, R-word, and beaten by an older man. There is another phenomenon associated with Bottom Road other than the one with the little girl. There is a certain section of the road in which you have to stop the car. Once you stop the car at this certain section, all of a sudden you feel as if you are going in reverse. The section of road is a flat surface, so there is no reason for this feeling. You don't move at all, but yet there's a feeling of moving. And I've never experienced either phenomenon. I've went there at least 10 times, sometimes just driving through, other times stopping the car and parking on the side of the road and walking around the road. Now there's like a metal bridge on the road, and I've gotten pictures of orbs near there, there's like a wooded area with a lot of curves in the road around that bridge. And definitely some creepy feelings, though I've never seen anything. I've also tried going to the flat part of the road and to see if I could, with friends, and to see if we could feel the feeling of going in reverse as it says on the website. But we couldn't recreate that experience. Who knows? I don't know about that one, but maybe it is haunted. I don't know. But I don't know about the moving thing. That could be some kind of phenomenon, or it could just be people were high or drunk and felt like that. Moving forward, I'm going to talk about another location where I've definitely have seen and experienced weird things. And these spirits, sometimes they appear as humans, like the story of Baltimore Road, but from a Christian perspective, I believe they are demons, and demons can take different forms. They can look human, they can look like a werewolf, they can look like a skinwalker that shapeshifts, they can probably look like aliens or Bigfoot. They can take different forms. Because in the Bible it says that these spirits and the devil is the father of all lies. The spirits can lie to you and appear as different things. Now I'm using webarchive.org, also known as the Wayback Machine, because this is a website that no longer exists. I guess because it costs money to have a domain name, and let's see, I know Jericho Road is either in Joppa or Kingsville. It's kind of on the line of Joppa and Kingsville. And I guess sometimes this website, because it's on the Wayback Machine, it takes longer to load. Yeah, it's weird how the website crashed yesterday, but now it's working. Jericho Covered Bridge has been there since the early 1800s. It's been rebuilt in recent times, but the covered bridge has been there since early 1800s, and it's the last covered bridge in Harford County, Maryland. Legend has it that several lynchings occurred at this bridge during and after the Civil War, in which the captured people were hung from the upper rafters of the covered bridge, sometimes many at a time. If you stop your car on the narrow bridge late at night and look in your rear view mirrors, the image of a swinging body can be seen. Now, I haven't seen the swinging body, but I have seen and experienced other things. One time I saw these two black things with like a gray lining. They were kind of like orbs, but they looked more like a cell, and they're rolling across the road on Jericho Road, a little ways down from the bridge. There also used to be this abandoned factory, and I have pictures of it in my Madman's Lullaby alternate short version music video. And there was this thing hanging from the ceiling, like a belt or something, and it was swinging around and there was no wind. So that was very weird. And another time, me and a group of friends parked on the metal bridge, and my friend said he saw a hand reach in the car at him, and he was in the front seat and I was in the back. I didn't see the hand, but I was feeling very scared at this time and seeing shadows in the corner of my eyes. And that is another bridge on Franklinville Road, near the area. It's allegedly cursed by a vengeful spirit. People who dare to drive down Jericho Road at night report their car engines suddenly stalling, hearing strange whispers, and seeing shadowy figures darting across the road. Which I've seen the shadowy figures. It's enough to make you question if you're alone on that dark, eerie journey. And the nearby Franklinville Road Bridge is a place that fascinates and terrifies locals. This old bridge is believed to be a hotspot for paranormal activity, with reports of disembodied voices, apparitions, sudden temperature drops. People claim to feel an overwhelming sense of unease while crossing this bridge at night. Definitely a spot to avoid if you're easily spooked. And yeah, I believe like the Franklinville Road Bridge is more haunted than the covered bridge. Although I think I have experienced weird things on the covered bridge. I have pictures of like fresh blood on the wood inside of the bridge. And we've heard weird things and seen things there. Definitely a creepy place. So we got one more story to tell you. And this third place is Robert E. Lee Park in Baltimore. I'm not sure if they put it under Baltimore City or Baltimore County, but it is in the city. It's around North Baltimore, kind of near Northern Parkway. It's in a wooded area of Baltimore. They don't have it in Baltimore City. I think it's in Baltimore County. But this place, I've probably experienced the most, me and my friends. Back in around 2009 to 2012, I'd say, was the time when me and my friends were doing the most ghost hunting and exploring these places. And this was where our most scary experience happened. Robert E. Lee Park. They changed the name to Lake Roland Park. I guess people didn't like it being named after a Civil War general on the Confederate side. This area is known to be haunted, but no one knows who or what is haunting this area. People have witnessed apparitions late at night and have heard noises and voices. There is a pedestrian bridge now closed off to the public, which leads to an abandoned house. And when me and my friends went there was a bridge. It's now open, but back then it was closed off to the public. This bridge went off across a little waterway, like stream that connected to Lake Roland, and there was like a 10-foot tall fence. So we climbed that 10-foot tall fence and went into the closed off area. My friend Dan actually commented some things. I've went there with two groups of friends, Dan and Danny, in which Dan experienced more things than I did. And I went there with another group, Stephen and Terry. And when I went with Stephen and Terry, that's when we saw a glowing blue apparition run across the field, and it disappeared by the lake line in the bushes. And we were scared as crap. And we ran. Well, first I wanted to be like the ghost hunters and check it out. So I shined a flashlight in the bushes to see if there was a person there or if there's any way to debunk what we saw. But that thing just disappeared, and there was nowhere for it to go except into the lake. And there was no splash. We didn't hear nothing. And so after that, we just ran out of there. And here's what Dan says about the experience when I went with him. We went there last night. We heard a lot of crazy, unexplainable noises, often coming from the middle of the lake. Every building there is abandoned and boarded up, including the bathrooms. They recently fixed up this part in recent times, but this is the condition of the blocked off area of the park where we had to climb a fence to get into. The bridge is apparently closed due to structural difficulties, but we got past the fence and there's not even a crack on the bridge. Someone definitely doesn't want pedestrians at that side of the lake, hence the closed bridge. Once past the bridge, we were all simultaneously stricken with the sensation of being watched. We ventured up to the abandoned house, which is the only building not boarded up, which is very odd, but we were too freaked out to go inside. Perhaps we will next visit. I have taken more pictures, but my camera finds it amusing to just die whenever we get anywhere worth taking pictures of. I do have some pictures in my Madman's Lullaby music video, the alternate short version. And there is a little light and blue orbs that are the same color of the apparition that we saw. On the side of the lake that you're actually allowed to be, there's a large building on a platform overlooking the dam. When you're dead silent, you can most definitely hear sounds in there that resemble muttering and footsteps. There are several trails as well, most of which are extremely rooty. There's a lot of movement and sounds deep in the woods. We didn't have time to venture all the way up there again next time. Overall, this is without a doubt one of the all-time creepiest places I have ever been. Just a heads up, There's a large tear in the chain link fence on the right side of the bridge, enabling access. Thank you to whoever accomplished that. And yeah, this is a very creepy place at night. But on the contrary, in the day, it's a very nice, relaxing place to like take your dogs for a walk on the trail. And in recent years, they fixed it up even more. Read another comment from Dan. Well, I must break some terrible news. They set up a iron fence in addition to the chain link fence in front of the bridge, rendering it relatively impossible to get into. The fence is about 12 feet tall. It's easy to climb, but the fall is rather nasty. Another option is climbing the horizontal bars on the iron fence to the left of the bridge and shimmying along the pipe to the bridge. At any rate, it is well worth the trouble. We actually did climb that bridge, and I remember Dan or Danny hurt their ankle. I don't think it was sprained, but it might have caused a limp for a day. Sounds fun, but is there any risk of getting catched by police? Also, when the last time you've been there? I'm trying to find a cool place to ghost hunt. I think technically, yes, you aren't supposed to be in the park at night. And going to these places, there could be risks of trespassing. Like even at Jericho Covered Bridge, because it's kind of a state park area there too. It's part of Gunpowder Falls State Park, and there's Jerusalem Mill, which has a lot of history. It was part of like a village in Civil War times, and they had a mill there. We actually got in trouble. I'd say a group of like 8 of our friends. When we were 17, we were walking there on the road at night on Halloween, I think. And our friend Terry was with us, and he was like 20 something at the time, and we were all 17. So the police said, hey, you're not supposed to be here at night, and they ended up giving us a fine. Well, Terry, we were all underage, so only Terry got Terry got a $50 fine for trespassing. So there is risk of trespassing at some places. You have to research what the rules are. Some places you can go on ghost tours that you can pay. You can always go to Gettysburg during the day. You might be able to walk around some places at night. Or if you have a friend that has a haunted house, you can do that. But I definitely encourage people to find a way to go to haunted places, and so you can know that this stuff is real. And if you see that ghosts, demons are real, then you'll understand that if demons are real, then God is probably real too. And it's very important that you believe in God, so you can go somewhere pleasant in the afterlife. That's what I believe in it, because I'm a Christian. And if you do the research, there's a lot of evidence to support that spirits are real, demons are real, God is real, Jesus is real. I have videos on my channel that go over topics like this. Look up Shroud of Turin, Signs of the Times, Polish Gypsy Eerie instrumental version. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And let us know if you know any scary stories, either in Maryland or in your home state. And have a good and happy Halloween.